Ah, top of it, top of it, top of it, man. Top of the Miggy Fliggity morning, man. It's your boy, Coach One Stack. Tapped in, man, before we go to church. How's everybody doing this morning, man? God is great. God is good. God is good. God is great. He give us chocolate cake. Hey, man, tap in. Let me know where you from when you come to the room because I only got an hour with y'all before I go, hey, I got to go worship that man today. Can you dig it? It's 6 o'clock out here in Las Vegas. Make sure you share this live. Make sure you hit that notification button. Make sure y'all put them comments because talk to me, I talk back. Because we got a whole lot to talk about and we ain't got that much time. You dig? So I'm gonna give it a couple minutes to let some people come in the room before we get started. And man, we gonna stay on track. If not, hit that super chat. You dig? Or hit that cash app, man, if you want to be noticed. You dig? Support the channel. The channel's growing at a high rate. We on our way to 50K. We are definitely on our way to 50K, man. Oh, what's up? What's up, Stephanie? How you feeling? How you feeling, Stephanie? Hey, let me know where you guys are from. When you popping in, let me know where you guys are from, especially if I never talked to you before. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada, born and raised, and currently residing, y'all. And I'm just in a little tank top, till I get real fly for church. You dig? Man, God is good all the time, man. Without God, we are nothing. I'm nothing without him. Understand that. All glory due to God or whoever your God is, as long as you're not worshiping a man. Can you dig it? Hey, man, that's why a lot of these people around here in trouble right now. But guys, yeah, keep on coming in, guys. Keep on coming in. Keep on coming in. I'm going to give it a couple minutes because I really want to get on this Kefee D situation and some things I noticed, man. Hey, good morning. Hey, Terry, I love you too, man. You guys are family to me. You're not a subscriber. And if you don't know my history, let me give you guys a little bit of my history, man, because y'all, you see me all tatted up. People going to ask me, have you been to the penitentiary? Nope. But I put a few people there. You dig? Ex-law enforcement from age 17 to 30. A street hustler, man, for 10 years after that, man, delivered by God, by the grace of God for the last 9 years. So when you see me speaking and leaving these raw videos, hey, man, I want you to know the pedigree of the person that you're talking to. Yes, I used to be a cop. Yes, I used to be a detective. Yes, I used to be a hustler. Yes, I used to send prostitutes. Yes, I am delivered by Lord Jesus Christ from 9 years ago. So now that we have got, connected with each other, you know who you're talking to. You know why I'm saying what I'm saying. You know why I know the law the way that I do. You dig? And you know that I know the streets the way that I do. And you know why I'm delivered by God. I hope y'all having a beautiful morning. Hi, thank you. How you doing? From the Netherlands. Hey, I am doing beautiful. I am doing beautiful. Every day above ground is a blessed day. What time is it in the Netherlands? If you don't mind me asking, it's 6 o'clock in the morning out here in Las Vegas. And guys, just so you know, my favorite number 7. So if y'all ready to get on with this, live, throw my favorite number up in the air and we're gonna get started, y'all, because we only got an hour. I gotta really point some things out to y'all about this Kefee D situation and Diddy, because Diddy could get indicted for murder. You understand what I'm saying? Due to that documentary. What's up, Michelle? I see you, mama. I see you. I see you. Yeah, well, Diddy can get indicted. I got, if you guys ain't seen that documentary, it was a bunch of unreleased footage. And I'm somebody I've been following this from day one on especially on other platforms. And people were asking me from the get-go when it first started, when are they gonna arrest him? When are they gonna arrest him? I said, don't worry about it. It's coming. It's coming. But hey, man, hey, welcome to the room. Everybody is welcome in this room. I don't care what your race is, your gender is, your sexuality is, your political affiliation. All I ask is that we just all have a little bit of respect on this beautiful Sunday morning. You dig? 3 p.m. Okay, 3 p.m. Okay. Stephanie World Empress. See you over there looking all good and stuff. Hey man, if y'all ready to start, man, check this out. So look, if y'all have watched this 50 Cent documentary, if you have watched the 50 Cent documentary on Diddy, let me tell you something. Everything on there was unreleased. Everything that they showed on there had not been released. Why? Because I follow this stuff. I'm a blogger, man. And plus, other than that, man, I keep up with this stuff, y'all. But today, in particular, with this live, man, man, thank you, Stephanie. But make sure you subscribe to the channel and bring your friends. Oh, that's right. That's right. We on the Lord's side. You see what I'm saying? Man, we not defending Diddy. So check this out. Let me break a few things down to y'all. See, Diddy, let me give you the backstory. Diddy was a wimp. Diddy used to get punked. He used to get beat up. He looked like a little frog. He was just somebody trying to be somebody. He didn't have no talent at all. And some of you guys are not even old enough to remember when Tupac was deleted. You wasn't old enough to remember when Bad Boy was formed, but I know I look good and all that, man, but I am 49 years old. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm born and raised in Las Vegas, when Tupac was deleted. So here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. With that documentary, you know, we're going to go down the line. Diddy is getting a whole lot of karma right now because we're going to start with the first time that Tupac was shot at the studios in New York. Diddy was the only person that knew he was coming there. See, Diddy was so fascinated with Death Row, man. When Death Row hit on the West Coast, man, that was the biggest thing going. And so let me put y'all up on some game, man. If you guys have heard of the Chronic album, throw a 7 up in the air for me. I really want to school y'all on something. If you have heard of the Chronic album, or if you heard of Chronic 420, throw a 7 up in the air. Because I like to leave my lives and my videos to correct things and to put the truth out there, to tell you what it really is, so y'all not running around here looking lame. You dig? Okay, now the word chronic, there is no word chronic. One day, and now you could pull the video and show it. One day, you know, they was in there doing their normal blow session, right, in the studio, and a white guy walks in, and he told them, he said, I got that hydroponic. Hydroponic is 420 that's grown in water. OG. The word OG, ocean grown. Hydroponic mimics OG marijuana that is grown in the Bay Area. Out in the Bay Area, OG or hydroponic is grown outdoors, but they couldn't say hydroponic. So that's where they got the word the chronic. There's no such thing as chronic. It's called hydroponic. So all the best za, as y'all call it now, it's all chronic. It's hydroponic. So chronic is not even a word. Just wanted to gang y'all up on where that came from. So man, that was like the biggest album. And see Diddy, he wanted to emulate that. Okay, he wanted to emulate Death Row. I was here. I watched it happen. Craig Mack was the first artist on Death Row, and even though he was a funny looking mofo, he was kind of old, because Craig Mack, man, he went to school with Biz Markie and Eric Sermon from EPMD. They came like 10 years before him and had their reign. You dig what I'm saying? So now he's the first artist on Bad Boy. Biggie was not big at all. Biggie was not big at all until the Craig Mack's Flavor in Your Ear remix. Nobody was even messing with Biggie until that second album. Sorry about the light, guys. Until they made that remix. Okay, then that's when Biggie got hot. So now this is where Kefee D comes into the picture. You got a guy named what's up with it? Oh yeah. I'm on, man. I'm always back. And the content's getting deeper, man. So make sure, guys, when you come in here, make sure you hit that like button. Move that algorithm for your boy, man. Because look, I found my own little niche now. My own little niche is leaving raw content. I'm not editing no videos. I'm never putting an intro, outro on my videos. I'm going to give you some real articulation, and I'm going to give you some real conversation, and I'm going to break it down so a fifth grader can understand what's going on. So now back to the video, right? So now you got Suge Knight, who's represented by the Blood Gang. He never was a Blood. He was not a gang member. He went to UNLV out here, and he played football, and he was pretty good at it. But here's the thing, that when you hear that video about Suge Knight, putting a bullet in somebody's butt out here, and that's what stopped his NFL career. That was one of my homeboys. And if I could get him to get on camera and tell y'all that, he will tell you the secret, because Suge Knight was actually a bodyguard for two of the biggest D-boys out here in Las Vegas during that time. Okay. So now he's affiliated with the Bloods. So now when they're having, so here's what started the beef, y'all. Here's what started the East Coast, West Coast beef. They're out at a party. This is with Death Row, Bad Boy. They're out at a party. They get into a big confrontation outside, and out the blue, okay, out the blue, here comes a gunman, and he's looking at Suge Knight like this, right? He's looking at Suge Knight and Puffy like this, and he turns around just like this with the thing, and fires 5 shots. Boom, 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 right into one of Suge Knight's boy. I'm not gonna say his name. I know his name. I'm gonna have respect for his family, and I don't get into gang politics. That is what started the beef, but it was deeper than that. So Suge Knight at that time, he puts him in like a little chokehold, like to shield him. And Puffy told him, "Hey man, it's gonna be all right. Your family's gonna be all right. Your mom and daddy gonna be all right. Your kids gonna be all right." See, Diddy was putting hits on people back then, y'all. And see, the street code is you don't talk about it. But see, the thing is, see, Kefee D, this is where we get the Kefee D, people. Kefee D, at that time, man, he had way more money. Puffy was broke. Kefee D didn't have any money. See, when you hear about Eric Von Zip and you hear about Kefee D, see, Eric Von Zip was the connection between Kefee D, and Kefee D was the LA plug for New York with that work. And Kefee D, hey man, he may not look like nothing right now, but Kefee D was a hell of a baller in his day. Matter of fact, Usher's very first video, that was Kefee D's 64 Chevy Caprice convertible that Usher was sitting on. You dig? Kefee D is the one who showed. Kefee D had so much money back then. He's the one who showed they would take bottles of Cristal and pour it in the bathtub at the hotel. See, when Kefee D came along, Puffy was still sipping Moet. Kefee D and all the Cali, man, people in Cali, man, they rich rolling, man. They got money like that. That's how it was back then. He's the one who put Puffy up on his game. If you look at the way Kefee D is dressed, suited, booted, pimp hat to the side, man, Diddy tried to emulate everything that the West Coast was doing. You did at that time. So now here's the cold part. Oh yeah, thank you, appreciate it. And here's the cold part. And I'm only telling y'all this. See, guys, I understand something. I was alive during this time. I was young. I was like, when Death Row Records started, I was like 18 years old. I know people on Death Row. If you let me dig long enough, I'll find y'all some pictures of me playing basketball with Snoop and his little brother and the twins in Signal Hill and Long Beach. You dig? My grandma lived off the east side of Long Beach. I live in 20th East Side. I'm not saying that's my boy, but I'm saying when it first got started, I was around. And I was in law enforcement at the same time from age 17 to 30. So I kind of know what I'm talking about. So now here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. So Kefee D and all the Crips, see, they started backing Diddy. And Diddy actually wanted to be like Death Row. Diddy told his partner, Kurt Burrows, who owned 25% of the company, he's like, no, we got to be like them. We got to be like them. Because look at Diddy. Look at his pictures when he was early on and listen to what his own friends say. He used to get beat up. They used to make fun of him, right? He looked like a little frog. He can't defend himself. He fought like a girl. And people who fight like that, man, they got anger control issues, impulse control issues. See, he wasn't calling those shots back then. But here's where he messed up at. Here's where he really messed up at. In that proffer statement that they played in that documentary, that was the first time. Oh man, thanks for that super chat. Who's that? Hit me with that super chat. I'm trying to thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you. Now, the thing is, thank you all the way from the UK. Thank you. Now, see, here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Let me put y'all up on some game. Back during that time, see, I've learned a lot about the music industry and this publishing. See, what Diddy used to do, and what every other person does, but what Diddy used to do, he used to get these young rappers in here, and they do some ghostwriting for him, and he break them off $5,000 or $10,000. But see, he wasn't telling them about, man, you get publishing. You're supposed to be getting royalty checks. You know, matter of fact, I'm gonna make a video later on about how Snoop tricked Daz out of his publishing, but that's a whole nother video, y'all, because he did that. So now, so you got your boy Puff. He's not making much money. Kefee D got more money, and see, it gets to a point where he says out in the open, I want to get rid of those guys. In a room full of Crips, Kefee D's, if you listen to Kefee D's, good morning, Superwoman. If you listen to Kefee D's proffer agreement on that documentary, this is the very first time they ever played that part. Trust me, I've been listening. And when they play on that proffer statement, on that proffer agreement, what a proffer agreement is, if you guys don't know what that is, a proffer agreement is when basically the FBI will come to you because he was caught up in a big PCP ring. PCP, angel dust, wet, whatever y'all want to call it. Good morning, everybody. He was caught up in this PCP ring, right? So instead of the FBI arresting him, this is what they do. They'll come to you. Hey, Kefee D, we know that you are doing X, Y, and Z. This is how we know. You know, we see you. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate that. Catherine. Thank you. I appreciate that, Catherine. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. I appreciate that. Guys, just so you know, everything that you super chat, hey man, it goes it goes to the homeless. And if you want to, you can send it to the Cash App. So that way YouTube ain't taking y'all hard-earned money that you got meant for me. You understand what I'm saying? And I appreciate that love, man. Naturally, what's up with it? Diamond Kelly, what's up with it? Now let me get back to the story, y'all. Where was I at? Oh, Puffy got to the point to where he wanted Suge and Pac gone. So Kefee D says in his proffer agreement, so like I said, a proffer agreement is when you give the police information about crimes that have went on, will be going on, right? And things that it could be about dead bodies. But the thing is, you just can't tell them anything. They have to be able to corroborate your information. So that means that when he started giving this information saying that, yeah, Puffy ordered this hit, Puffy said that he said in a room full of Crips that they wanted to get rid of X, Y, and Z, right? Hey, man, that goes on the record. That is a legal record. That holds standing. And they had to corroborate that, which means they have that information. Now, the next thing y'all gonna say is, well, damn, Coach wants that. How come they ain't arrested Puffy? Well, there's no statute of limitations on murder, y'all. They knew Kefee D was in this the whole time. They waited 20-some years later. And now with this documentary, and you hear Kefee D talking about how Diddy ordered that hit on Tupac, and it was taken out, and they're talking about Eric Von Zip and how Eric Von Zip provided the weapon. And Kefee D talks about how they went to Club 662, which was a hell of a club, y'all. I used to go there. It was a hell of a club. I'm talking about it was a hell of a club. Kefee D says, hey, man, Eric Von Zip gave us the and we went to Club 662 in the parking lot. We was waiting on them, but they never showed up. So we went to go get some liquor, y'all. And he says after that, hey, man, after they got the liquor, now, if y'all not familiar with Vegas, man, Koval is a street that runs right behind the MGM. everybody used to be out for fight night. At that time, Vegas wasn't as big as what it was now. Like me, you wouldn't catch me out on fight night now. But then everybody was out for fight night and going to Club 662. And that's when they seen Tupac hanging out the window, talking to some women, pulled up and bang, bang, bang. Now, here's something else that you just heard on the documentary. They said, Kefee D said, we pulled over. We put the gun on a tire on the Cadillac and we sat there. We were literally sitting right next to the ambulance that pulled up to the BMW that Tupac was shot in, and we were sitting there laughing. They said we thought it was funny that they didn't even know that we were the ones who did it, and we're sitting right next to the ambulance the whole time. All those hardcore gangsters, and nobody had their own pool. Oh, funky fool. Let me tell you why. Because they didn't come to Vegas with it. Back in those days, man, that's damn near 30 years ago. People didn't ride like that. You know, the younger generation ride like that, but the laws were more strict. So Kefee D, they came out here, man. It's a common thing, man, back in that day for people from LA to just come out here. Like people from LA might get up in the morning, drive out here to gamble and go back home when they lose their money that afternoon. It's only 3.5 hours away. LA is like 3.5 to 4 hours away from Las Vegas. So that's common. So the thing is, Eric Von Zip had one in a little trap spot in his car, and that's who provided the pew pew. You dig what I'm saying? So now, if any of you guys are wondering, is Tupac still alive? No, he isn't. How do I know? Because I worked for the police department at that time. And how do I know? Because I seen it. He's gone. He's out of here. He's not in Canada. This is another reason why I leave these videos, y'all, because I get tired of this artificial intelligence telling y'all lies. Matter of fact, I be jumping on people's videos that I know that are lying for a fact, that are making videos about stuff that took place before they was even born, and they lying. And I come on here to give y'all the unadulterated truth. So now back to the video, y'all. So now the hit has taken place. The hit has taken place on Tupac. Man, we need some money, right? We need some money, right? But to see, the thing is, Diamond Kelly, yep, watch this. I'm finna pin your comment, Diamond. Hold up. I'm finna pin your comment for a minute, Diamond. I'm finna break that down. I'm finna break something down to y'all. Now, when that hit was carried out, Eric Von Zip was the middleman. He was the middleman. So it's almost like the Little Dirk thing, the Young Dolph thing with Hernandez Govan. He was the middleman. So, but Kefee D says on his proffer agreement, and his proffer agreement will stand up in court as a legal document. He said in a room full of Crips that he wanted them gone. So here's the thing. If there are any other Crips alive that was in that room when Puffy made that statement, guess what? Puffy will be indicted for this along with Kefee D. Now, you're good. It's a lot of rumors that Kefee D has been convicted of Tupac. No, he has not. Kefee D got into a fight in the county jail with someone, and see, they're really doing him wrong because of Tupac and because he was thumbing his nose at the police. Because right now, he's not sitting in county jail. He is in prison for battery on another prisoner, which is a felony. And the cold part, how they did Kefee D is, man, people get into the fight, people get in fights in the county jail every day, and they never press charges. How do I know? Because I worked there before. My dad did 32 years there. Matter of fact, when my dad retired after 32 years, he was the most senior officer in the county jail in Las Vegas. This is how I know these things. Got pictures to prove it. So anyway, Tupac is in heaven. Kefee D is in prison right now, awaiting to go to trial for this Diddy stuff. But that proffer agreement and this documentary has changed a lot of stuff because it has implicated him in a big way. Now we're gonna get to the money. Eric Von Zip was only given $500,000 instead of $1 million for the hit of Tupac and Suge. Why was he only given $500,000? Because Suge was not taken out. Eric Von Zip, and you guys, I want you guys, hey, get a pencil, do your research so you know Coach One Stack ain't lying to you. Coach One Stack don't do no lying to you. Eric Von Zip was given a $500,000 that he was supposed to give to Kefee D, but he didn't do that because Eric Von Zip was a real gangster. He was a real hustler. He took the money and he opened up a club called the Zip Code in New York. Eric Von Zip took the money, the $500,000 that Diddy gave him that he was supposed to give to Kefee D, and he opened up a club called the Zip Code. You guys can Google that. Now, here's the bad part. Because Eric Von Zip died from cancer some years ago, that's kind of a connection. But Kefee D did say in that proffer agreement, there was a room full of Crips when he ordered that hit. So if any of those guys will come forward and the jury will believe it, man, Diddy will be indicted and he can get indicted for this murder. It's no different than the Young Dirk and Young Dolph thing. Can you dig? And it's really sad. Oh, yeah, I got a whole lot to say, and I only got 34 more minutes, man. So if you guys have not hit the like button, hit the like button. If you guys want to continue with this live, hit the like button, share the live, subscribe to the channel. I give nothing but real content, man. I don't have time to do no intro, outro. I don't have time to edit no videos, even though I know how to. I got 5 damn computers. I don't have time to do any of that. I'm on my laptop now. I mean, thank you for that super chat. Catherine, thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that love, man. Y'all showing love up in here today. Y'all showing hella love. Oh, you know what? You know what? The homeless, man, that is my, man. You see, you got my heart. You got the homeless. It's cold as hell outside out here in Vegas. And man, when y'all come to Vegas, y'all don't see the homeless people. You know, y'all don't see the homeless people. And these people out here struggling, living on the sidewalk with their kids, can't even get no food. That's why my live is only an hour, because I got to get to church. Why? Because my church in Las Vegas has the only Black-owned supermarket, and we got a food bank that operates 7 days out of the week, and it actually sits right across from the Air Force Base. And since all this Trump stuff been going on, man, 1/3 of our population at our food bank has been coming from the military, the Air Force. Hell yes, hella homeless people here. Now let me get back to it. Hey, but I appreciate that because I do a lot for the homeless. And guys, I want to post it, but I'm going to talk to them first because I don't ever want to make it seem like I'm exploiting them. I do a lot for the rainbow community. This is why on my page, I tell you, I got something special. If you are part of the rainbow community, man, you guys see my information right there. You see my Cash App down there. You see my business phone number. I need anybody from the rainbow community to stay tapped in with me because I got something very special for you. Okay. I'm not a part of it. My daughter is, but I got something special. Okay. Something very special that ain't nobody doing, that you only going to find on this channel. So check this out. If you guys know who TK Kirkland is, T to the motherfucking K, throw a 7 up in the air if you know who TK Kirkland is, people. Let me get a 7 if you know who TK Kirkland is. I'm trying to put this story together. TK Kirkland, the comedian, TK Kirkland. If you know who that is, throw a 7 up in the air. Coach, that was a body double. Hold on. No, that wasn't a body double. Bro, that wasn't a body double. I was a policeman. I look, I saw Tupac when he was dead. We not even finna go there. I saw him dead. With these eyes right here, I saw him gone. That wasn't no body double. Y'all can get up off of that one. I saw him gone. Tupac is not alive. Oh yeah, we're gonna get the Biggie next. Fantasy, we're about to get the Biggie next. But I needed y'all to know this part of the story first, because this live got 2 parts and we 30 minutes in. I only got 30 left. So TK Kirkland actually used to live with Eric Von Zip. So I want you guys to do your history and do your research so you know that I'm telling you the truth. So when you come back to my channel, you know that you're getting good information. Look up Eric Von Zip and you'll see he had a place called The Zip Code. He got that money from Puffy when he was supposed to give that money to Kefee D for the hit of Tupac, but he took it and stole it and made a club. He actually stole 600,000 from Don King. Now we about to get into how we know that Diddy has something to do with the death of Biggie, y'all. If y'all ready to get into how we know that Puff has something to do with the death of Biggie, throw a 7 up for me, guys, because that's what I'm finna get into next. I told you I had 2 parts to talk about today, and I'm done with 1. Let's get it. Tupac was shot. Trust me when I tell you. It ain't nothing you gonna tell me because I was a policeman during that time and I seen him shot. I saw him laid up in that hospital gone. I saw him when he was gone. I saw him after they did an autopsy on him. Everybody did. So leave that rhetoric alone. I don't know where y'all get that from. You must be young. You probably wasn't even alive when that happened. Nah. Suge didn't pay no coroner. That's a lie. All of that is a lie. Look, God, I'm a cop. I was a cop. Suge ain't paid no coroner. Wasn't no coroner getting paid. Tupac is dead. Oh, I wish y'all quit saying that. This is the reason why I started making content to begin with, because so many people give y'all this misinformed information or this artificial intelligence stuff, and a lot of y'all young people really don't know what you're talking about because you wasn't alive then. Oh yeah, they tell on themselves. So now check this out. We're gonna get the Biggie now. We're gonna get the Biggie. See, what a lot of people don't know, and you guys can go pull Gene Deal's video. You can go pull Gene Deal. You can pull Gene Deal's video where Gene Deal talks about how Biggie was getting ready to leave Bad Boy Records. He had procured himself. Oh yeah, I got a lot of trauma. I done seen a lot of things, man. Biggie had procured himself a $65 million deal on his own. He was leaving Bad Boy Records. You dig? You got to understand, when they first started off young in the game, like Cash Money Records, Birdman did not know about the royalties. This is why he owed Lil Wayne $50 million. These guys didn't know because they were so young. They didn't know about their publishing when they write a song. They didn't know about their royalty. They didn't know nothing about that. But Puffy knew the game. So if you look at Gene Deal has a video where he talks about it. He says, you know what? Biggie had gotten a $65 million record deal and was going to leave Bad Boy before his second album came out. And let me give y'all another tidbit of information. Biggie's second album he did not even name it Life After Death. It didn't even have a name to it. P. Diddy named it Life After Death. So let me get back to the story, y'all. Let me get back to the story. So now you got Biggie was going to leave Bad Boy. He procured a $65 million deal, and he was going to take Charlie Baltimore with him. A lot of y'all youngsters, you don't know who Charlie Baltimore is. He was going to take Charlie Baltimore with him. He was going to take, of course, Little C's and Junior Mafia. He was going to take Little Kim with him. So Gene Deal said, damn, what, you going to make Lil Kim write her own stuff? He said, yeah, look, because Biggie used to write Lil Kim's all her raps. So Gene Deal said, what, you going to make Lil Kim do her own work? He said, yeah, she going to have to write her own raps. And Biggie told Gene Deal, he said, I would take you with me, but you love that motherfucker too much. And Gene Deal like, what are you talking about? Said, you love Puff too much. I would take you with me. Because see, Gene Deal, man, he was a whole damn probation officer, a very high ranking one. Oh, see there? Hey, good. Biggie, see, you know who Charlie Baltimore is. See what I'm saying? See, a lot of people wasn't alive during this. That's why I got to give y'all this game out here, man, and give it to you raw. And Charlie Baltimore was fine as hell with her little thin, light-skinned ass. She was sexy as hell. So now Biggie was leaving. He was leaving, but you got to remember, Diddy had the rights to his estate. See, these young people, man, these young people, guys, let me ask you a question. If you have ever bought a house, throw a 7 up for me. If you have ever bought a house, throw a 7 up for me. If you have ever purchased a house, throw a 7 up for me. Give me a 7 if you ever bought a house. Seven. Keep going. If you ever bought a house, throw a 7 up in the air. Okay. Now, you know when you buy your house, you happy as hell because you got that house, right? And they give you that stack of paperwork this big, and they say, sign all this paperwork. You don't read that paperwork. You so happy that you got your house, you just signing it. You ain't read nothing on that paperwork about your house. And that's the same thing it is when these young dudes got a record contract that's this big. All they know is they're going to be famous and they got some money coming. So all they doing is signing away. And that's the same thing with Biggie, man. He was signing his life away. He signed over his rights to his estate to Sean Diddy Combs and didn't even know it, y'all. So now Diddy gets wind that Biggie's gonna leave, right? If he leaves, he's done, because at this point, Craig Mack is over with rap. Craig Mack is over with at that point, and they still doing it. Fabian, hey, I got you, Hey, Fabian, I see you, big dog. Do me a favor, Fabian. Oh, and why am I using 7? 7 is the number completion. 7 is my favorite number. That's what I do on my chats. And I know you see a big ass 7 sitting up in the corner. 7 is God's favorite number, and the number of completion. That's why I use 7. But anyways, Fabian, get in my Instagram. My Instagram is the same as this, Coach One Stat. Shoot me a DM, man. Let's talk about that information, Fabian. So now Diddy gets word that Biggie is gonna leave, that he's gonna leave Bad Boy Records. And you got to remember, he's the act. Diddy didn't have no talent, y'all. He was a nerd. He was a geek. He used to get beat up. So now watch this. This is when Kirk Burroughs. Now, guys, I did not know this until the documentary came. I'll never lie to y'all. I didn't know that at one time there was another person connected to Bad Boy Records that owned 25%, but Kirk Burroughs used to own 25%. And Kirk Burroughs, for 3 months, had been negotiating a deal where Biggie was to fly to the UK and be the first Bad Boy artist to meet the press in the United Kingdom. He had worked on this for 3 months. Diddy knew he worked on this for 3 months. So why is it the day that Biggie is supposed to leave and go to the UK, Diddy stops him and tells him to cancel the flight and that he wants Biggie at a party in LA? Now, what's deeper than that? Oh yeah, and guess what? And Cardillion and Christopher Williams got caught on his knees doing the to Diddy in the office too. So now, why would Diddy stop Biggie from going to the UK and want him at a party in LA? And so now keep this in mind. Diddy was backed by some Crips in LA, 2 different Crip sets. And even these Crip sets told Diddy, they said, hey, bro, you shouldn't be here. It is dangerous for you here. Your life is at stake. Do not come to LA. Now, if your Crip partners that you pay for security are telling you don't be in LA, why would you be in LA? If you have been negotiating a deal for your brand, and this is going to be your first artist to go meet the press in the United Kingdom, why wouldn't you send them? See, guys, this one I have to get into God. God is good. See, and I'm blessed. God is good. God give you that first instinct, and God gave Biggie that first instinct. He was like, I don't want to go to LA. I want to go to the UK. That's the God inside of him that was talking. But Diddy, being the devil that he is, he stopped it. He stopped it. So now Diddy got Biggie at a party in LA in the danger zone where he shouldn't be, where his Crip friends told him that he shouldn't be, where he knows it is likely that he will get deleted out this joint. So now you can go find a video with Gene Deal where Gene Deal says Gene Deal had been ready to leave that party. He had been saying, let's go, let's go, let's go. It's time to go. Let's get out of here. And Diddy kept telling him, no, hold up, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold up, wait a minute. And guys, I tried to post a video after the documentary was over with of this scene. They copyrighted it. I can't post it yet. So when they left that party, use your head. Y'all not stupid people. You guys are intelligent people. Hit that like button and share this live, y'all. Hit the like button and share this live. Why was Diddy in the very first vehicle and your security was in the very last vehicle? See, Gene Deal security, he was in the last vehicle, the Caravan. Diddy was up front. The vehicles were marked. The vehicles were marked. And when they got down the street, pow, 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 Biggie's up out of here. Can you dig it? And then right after that, Kirk Barrows, he says that then after Biggie passed away, that is when Diddy took it upon himself to name Biggie's album Life After Death. Let's get a little deeper, y'all. Let's get a little deeper, y'all. We're going to get deeper. Okay, so now Biggie gone. He's out of here. So who gets the money from that? When they made Life After Death, who profited from that? Junior Mafia was never anything. Lil' Kim's a prostitute. Who profited from that? Matter of fact, tell me one bad boy artist who profited. Let me go down the list before I get into this next part. Let me go down the list because a lot of y'all are too young to even know all these bad boy artists. Let's go. We're gonna start with Craig Mack. He gave Craig Mack AIDS. He set him up with a groupie. Because you already know they wasn't using condoms and they was going behind each other. This is how we know that Diddy has HIV to this day. Craig Mack got full-blown AIDS. He was number one. Biggie's gone, right? Loon, if you remember the rapper Loon, he did Loon so bad, Loon went and turned to be a Muslim. You saw what he did to Shine. You got Shine. Shine was not the person who pulled that gun and bang that woman in the face, and that woman says it to this day because she has the bullet still in her. But Diddy hired Johnny Cochran and got Shine sent to prison for 10 years. What I'm at 4 right now. Okay, then we'll get on Mace. Look what he did to Mace. He wasn't paying Mace. So Mace went and found God. Then you got Black Rob. Diddy in I forgot the other artist. I don't want to lie. 2 years after 2 years after Tupac was murdered, they made a song called Muscle. Okay, it never came out, but they play it on a documentary. In the beginning, Diddy is talking about on this song about how he will put $1 million on somebody's head and make them disappear. Any of that sound familiar? This is after Tupac already got deleted, people. Man, I'm really loving this energy in this live, man. I'm telling you. And guys, just so you know, man, man, Lil' Kim is a high-class prostitute. And just so y'all know, I do consultations, right? One-on-one consultations. And for whoever, if you can prove that you are my 50,000th subscriber, man, we're going to do an hour one-on-one consultation, FaceTime. You can ask me anything you want because I'm into finances, business credit, fitness. I am a life coach all the way around the board. The only reason I don't post workout videos because they will get flagged. You want to know how to get your business credit up? You want to know how to fix your credit? You want to know how to secure the bag? Come mess with your boy. That's what I'm giving away for my 50,000th subscriber. I need you to prove it though, y'all. And because I keep my word over here. So now back to the story. Back to the story. We're talking about the artists at Bad Boy. Nobody ever did anything. They're all either gone or dysfunctional. Black Rob passed away, cancer, broke, and homeless. Black Rob. What happened to 112? I don't know. What happened to Total? I don't know. And let's not get on Aubrey O'Day. Aubrey O'Day did, man, if y'all didn't watch the documentary, don't y'all think, oh, why do you work out? My workout videos get flagged because when I'm in the gym, they're playing that damn music, right? So I get a copyright thing. I get a copyright, you know. So if I was in a quiet gym, if I had a quiet gym to work out, bro, because I've lost 122 pounds in 1 year, man. I'm not looking bad for 49 years old. You dig? So that's why they get flagged, because of the music in the gym. So if any one of y'all know how to help me with that problem, tap into my Instagram, same name, DM me. Hey, coach, I know how to help you not get flagged with your workout videos, and I will start making them workout videos. Okay. Now he got I'll Be Sure. Okay, Faith. But watch this. We're gonna talk about Faith. Faith was probably the only one, and that's a whole, guys, that's a whole nother video I'm gonna bring you, because she caught Stevie J in the bed with the man. The only reason Stevie J married her is so he can get this alimony, because as we speak, Faith Evans has to pay him some thousands a month for alimony, for spousal support. Oh yeah. But now back to the list, guys. Craig Mack died from AIDS. He had to move his family. He went joined a cult in South Carolina. And the leader of this cult, he is now in prison for messing with little kids. All right. So what happened to all the Bad Boy artists? There's nobody left. Everybody from Bad Boy has went through some major stuff in their life. They either got deleted, tampered with, or whatever. You dig what I'm saying? Hey, you know what? Tawan Tate, I don't know how to. Now, see, that's the thing about Coach, man. If I don't know how to do something, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know how to. So if you know how to and you want to help me, hey, bro, tap in on my Instagram. And guess what? I'll give you a consultation. You help me with my music. I don't know how to. You understand what I'm saying? Faith was looking crazy with the hole in her shirt and the Drink Champs a few years back. She had some kind of dreads in her hair. Yeah. Well, and then check this out. Do you know that Diddy turned Puff's son out? CJ got a whole boyfriend, y'all. CJ has a whole boyfriend. But hold on, let me get back to this Diddy thing, man, because I'm a little bit off topic. So now Diddy's gone. Do you know that they were going to give Biggie the cover of the Rolling Stone magazine? They were putting him on the cover of Rolling Stone magazine. Diddy had his partner Kirk Barrows take Biggie off the magazine and put him on because he had his solo album coming out. He wanted to be the man. He didn't have no talent. See, Diddy didn't have any talent. He always wanted to be that guy, and he never was. See, some people, man, we just born with it, man. Me, I've always been this guy. I'm me. I'm him. I mean, I'm not the greatest man in the world, but when I walk into a room, man, I'm a chosen one. I changed the structure of everything. Diddy was a geek, used to get beat up. He wanted I'll Be Sure's girl for his own. You dig? That's how he ended up with Kim Porter. And now once he got some power and some money, because he was over there spanking Clive Davis, he started treating people bad. Guys, let me ask you guys in the comments. If you know somebody that used to get beat up when they was a little kid, right? And then as they got older and they got a little bit of money, or they might have became a cop or something like that, or they got some power, they started stepping on people's neck because they used to get beat up. Throw a 7-Up in the air if you ever experienced something like that, people. I'm really loving y'all energy too. Fall of hip hop. Oh yeah, he is corny. He corny as hell. Okay. Sevens. And that's what Diddy did. Guys, he had no talent. He had no talent. People used to ghostwrite for him, which I ain't tripping off the ghostwriting, but he has fucked over so many people. Guys, his karma had to come back. Guys, all glory due to God. See what God see. Here's the thing about God. God is always going to give you your karma back. I can tell you, here's a producer. Oh yeah. Hey, let me put that up there. Definitely. He didn't have any talent. No, he didn't. If you do your research, if you watch that documentary and kept up with it, he did. He always wanted to be a part of something. Like for instance, Gene Deal has a little clique. He has a clique in Harlem. It's called The Same Gang. Diddy always wanted to be a part of that. Diddy used to, with Andre Harrell, he used to beg. See, back then, Heavy D was the man at Uptown Records, right? And I'm going to tell y'all another fact that y'all probably didn't know in 1 second after this. Heavy D was the man at Uptown Records. So Diddy used to beg Heavy D every day. Can you take me to meet Andre Harrell? Can you take me to meet Andre Harrell? Because he didn't have the talent to do so. Now, he was talented with his producing, but I'm saying he wanted to be a rapper. He wanted that limelight. See how Suge Knight, he didn't want the limelight. He wanted his artist. Hey, man, do your thing. Diddy wanted the limelight, and he wasn't built like that. So he took it from people. He became that man. You dig? And the people in the industry co-signed his behavior. And they unalived him. Hey, Zamir, I don't know about Lauren London. You got to let me know about that one. I watch First Amendment audits, watch videos all the time. Sometimes I used to get beat. Hey, Donnie, that video about cops, hell yeah, it's true. I'm telling you, guys, it was look, guys, it was a guy in my neighborhood, man. I'm gonna tell you his name too, because I don't care. His name was Ryan. Damn, I can't remember. First name was Ryan. I can't remember his last name. It's not important. Man, he used to get beat up. We used to beat him up. He used to get picked on. And later on, he became a cop. Now, at the same time, I was a cop. If anybody from Vegas, I worked for Metro, which is the most major police department in Vegas. He worked for North Las Vegas. And he used to harass black people. He used to call them N-words. He used to beat them up. He used to take them to jail for no reason because he used to get beat up as a kid. I witnessed this, people. I witnessed officers who used to get beat up, black, white, Mexican, and now they wanted to become law enforcement, and so they can keep their foot on somebody's neck. But you see how I'm talking to you? Do you see how I'm dealing with you? This is how I was as a cop, y'all. Hey, guys, thanks. Hey, who was that? Dion Lang, thank you for that super chat, Brody. Thank you for that super chat. Hell yeah, Diddy is a monster. You know, he did. Listen, guys, I really felt bad for Diddy in the beginning. I felt bad for him. I felt bad for him in the beginning. In the beginning, I felt bad. And the reason why and guys, I'm going to make this live longer. We're going to go longer, man. I'm going to go for an extra 30 minutes. I felt bad for him in the beginning because his mama turned him out. His mama turned him out. But as a grown man, now you're making your own decisions. And as you started, the chick Joy Dickerson, I think that was her name. As you started SAing her and putting stuff in her drink and filmed it without her knowledge and was showing people, bro, you was a monster. I lost all respect for you. Hell yeah, Diddy's full of jealousy. And once again, thank you for that super chat. Hey, anything that you guys give me for a super chat, I'm telling you off the top, it goes to the homeless. I might stack this up and get a homeless person a coat. In the summertime, I was getting water or what or other things that I like to do. I like to go to Little Caesars because it's 2 for 1. And I might pay for 20 or 25 pieces, which gives me 40 or 50 and give it to the home. I got a thing for the homeless, man. I drive European. I ain't trying to put my cars out there, but I drive European. I got nice shit. I got all the jewelry. And at least twice a week, I'm going to pick up a homeless person and we going to lunch. I might be pulling into wherever I'm eating, could be IHOP, Denny's, wherever. If I see a homeless person, I ask them, hey, man, are you hungry? Let's go in here and eat. And y'all going to treat them people with respect. These are things I do behind the scenes. If they're okay with it, if they are okay with it, I'll start posting it if you guys want to see that kind of content. But I want you to know, man, I do a lot for the homeless people. You know, I appreciate you guys even tapping in. I never did something about him wanting his business to be called a bad boy for a reason. Told years ago. Oh yeah. Hold up. Let me get back up here to this 50 months. Hold on. Coach, do you believe Diddy done some snitching on Jay-Z, Dame Prince to get the 50 months? No. Let me pin your comment. Okay, we got Donnelly, right? He's saying, Coach, do you believe Diddy did some snitching on Jay-Z and James Prince and others to get the 50 months? And I'm gonna tell you no, and I'm gonna tell you why I know that not for a fact. The feds work off a point system. Diddy had never been in trouble before. This is why he only got 50 months because this is his first conviction. See, let me break it down to you. Let's say I have been in trouble before. I done been to the pen twice, and you have never been in trouble. Both of us go rob a federal bank. I am going to get more time than you because they have a point system where they get your points and they say, okay, you got this much trouble, and then we got this time, and we meet over here. And that's how they come up with your time in the feds. Then they say, okay, you've never been in trouble, and we got this over here. So depending on what your record is, depends on how much time you get in the feds. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. Jay Prince is that man. If y'all really want to know something, go get Jay Prince's book, man. Let me break some game down to y'all. This is why I'm finna do extra time on this live, cause I really love the energy, and I wanna put y'all up on some game. Jay Prince is that motherfucker, man. Jay Prince is that dude. Do you understand what I'm saying? Jay-Z don't have nothing on Jay Prince. Jay Prince is that dude. Backtrack. Death Row Records was started by Suge Knight. Get your pen and paper, guys. Go research everything I'm telling you, because I want y'all to be coming back to my live, because you know that Coach One Stack got the real info, and I don't tell y'all no lies. You got Harry O, aka Michael Harris. Michael Harris is the person who gave Suge Knight the money to start Death Row Records. Okay, if you look in Jay Prince's book, you will see Harry O before he went to prison and Jay Prince chilling out. That was the plug. Jay Prince had been getting money. He was one of the biggest D-boys down there, and he is still probably the most powerful person in the industry right now, Jay Prince. And I'm not trying to ride the man's eggplant. I'm telling you what it is. Jay Prince actually gave Run DMC his very first Rolls Royce, gave it to him. So now Harry O, so you know who Harry O is. Harry O, aka Michael Harris. Harry O is the very first, I'm giving y'all facts. Harry O is the first person, because Trump gave Harry O a pardon, by the way. Harry O is the first black person to produce a Broadway play. And guess who starred in it? Denzel Washington starred in the play. Okay. And that's one of the people that Jay Prince was getting money with. So hell nah, you didn't tell on them. See, you can't Diddy, with the situation Diddy was in, he couldn't tell on nobody. But do he have leverage? Sure he does. Why do you think they didn't charge him with those 1,000 bottles of baby oil? Because as I'm watching the video lab, as I'm watching the documentary, Clayton Howard, the dude who like a big ass black ninja turtle with them big ass lips all crusty and shit, he said that during the 3-day freak off, they went through 10 bottles of baby oil, and Puff told him that there was GHB in the baby oil. So the thing is, why didn't they charge him with those 1,000 bottles of baby oil? That would have been a conviction of having of trafficking a controlled substance, right? Trafficking a controlled substance, possession of a controlled substance. They could have charged him with those machine guns, illegal machine guns that had the serial number obliterated, that were found in his bedroom in his residence. They could have charged him with that. But why didn't they charge him with that? I'm going to tell you why they didn't charge him with that. Because, guys, you got to remember these tapes. He has been filming stuff since the 90s. You have no expectation of privacy. Guys, when you go to somebody's house, I need you to know this. I need you. Internet said a few years ago, Harry O gave Jay Prince a $2 million deal October to help start. He probably did. Hey, he probably did. That's what I'm telling you. Harry O was that dude. Harry O was that dude. And I'm gonna tell you who their plug was. So you can do your research. A guy named Waterhead Bo Bennett. Look up Waterhead Bo Bennett. That is who Harry O's plug was. That's who he supplied. That was the plug. Waterhead Bo Bennett. Matter of fact, the show Snowfall is based off of Waterhead Bo Bennett. Snowfall is based off of that. See how on Snowfall, old boy was raised in the valley. He went to school in the valley. Waterhead Bo went to school in the valley. Snowfall is based off of Waterhead Bo Bennett's life. It's based off of it. And Waterhead Bo Bennett, guess what? He got a pardon as well from Trump. They're making a movie about his life. He sold the rights to his story to Hollywood for some millions. Okay, right now, who runs death row? Snoop does, and that's a complicated thing. See now, when it comes to death row records, right? You have to understand, it ain't what it seems, because you got to understand, Tupac's catalog has been sold. All these other people's catalog has been sold from Death Row Records, so they don't have any music on the catalog. Matter of fact, later on, I'm making a video about how Daz Dillinger is the one who exposed this, because Snoop they're trying to steal his publishing as we speak. There is no, he owns the record label, but there are no songs in the catalog for Death Row. You see what I'm saying? Because Tupac's mom she has his, Dre has his. There's it's like an empty company. You understand? If that makes sense. Johnny Minor could have, but look up, YouTube this right now, bro. Waterhead Bo Bennett. And that's who you're going to find connected to Harry O. He's going to tell you, Harry O, see, because Waterhead Bo Bennett was not a gangster. He was not a street dude. He was raised in the valley. His plug was a Mexican dude, right? No, like a Colombian dude. They met at the car shop. He was getting his car painted. They met, they hooked up, and see, Waterhead Bo Bennett needed somebody in the streets to give him some street credibility. And the first person he went to was Harry O, who's from the Bloods. But Harry O was a very enterprising man. He owned a very profitable limo service at the time, where he had so much business that he would have to like send some of his business to other companies and take half. Like I said, do your research. Harry O, aka Michael Harris, is the first Black person to produce a Broadway play, and Denzel Washington was the star. So now you got Waterhead Bo Bennett, Harry O, Jay Prince, it's a bunch of them was hooked up, but this is where they came through. I'm giving y'all the game, and I'm telling y'all this because I want y'all to know how this shit go. I really want y'all to know how it go, how it went, what's really going on behind the scenes. Jay Prince is a real live gangster. You're not gonna play with him, man. Hey guys, if y'all want to hear a true story about, if you want to hear a true story about Floyd Mayweather, if you want to hear a true story about Floyd Mayweather and Jay Prince, throw a 7 up in the air and get the likes up, people. Share this live. Get the likes up and share this live. Because I got something to tell you. Oh, I got something to tell you. Me and my South Africans, how do you understand? We are trillion South Africans being we person can swap. Nah. Get the 7s up. Okay, guys, look. Like I said, guys, I'm born and raised in Las Vegas. Vegas is small. It even talks somewhat about this in Jay Prince's book. See, at this time, man, Floyd wasn't, me and Floyd are the same age. At this time, Floyd wasn't the big name yet. Mike Tyson was. Jay Prince came to Las Vegas to see this boxer that he wanted to manage, who was Mike Tyson. That's where he ended up finding Floyd Mayweather. Okay. So now, if you're familiar with Floyd Mayweather, and if you go back a little bit, Floyd Mayweather got to the point in his contract where he said, I don't want 16 million. I'm not fighting for slave wages. That was the time that Jay Prince was managing him. Jay Prince was the one that told Floyd Mayweather not to accept $16 million, that it was slave labor. He was managing Floyd Mayweather at the time. So I'm going to tell you a true story. True story. Do you see how big? Now, at that time, Floyd had bodyguards, but they wasn't big. Jay Prince's bodyguards were twice the size of Floyd Mayweather's bodyguards. So during this time, Floyd had not paid Jay Prince his money. And let me tell you what happened. Jay Prince told one of his bodyguards, he said, take him and turn him upside down. He said, take him and turn him upside down and shake him and see if my money falls out his pocket. One of Jay Prince's bodyguards, because Floyd only weighed 135 pounds, and Jay Prince's bodyguards right now are bigger than Floyd's bodyguards, and they always dress in all black. So one of Jay Prince's bodyguards took Floyd Mayweather and shook him like this, upside down. The man wasn't playing, and he had to come up with that change, man. Oh yeah, man. Jay Prince is that guy, man. He been plugged up with Larry Hoover for years. For years. Hey, Gucci. That's right. Mario Ernesto Villa. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Let me put that up there, Brody. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, good. Thank you, good. Facts. And when you hear of a guy named Michael McCarver, that was my partner, man. That's my partner. I got an actual friend that I could bring on this show that was on that indictment with Waterhead Bo. I got a friend. And why? Because I got an uncle that was in the feds with a lot of these people, and he introduced me to him. See, I tell no lies on this channel, man. Read Uncle Jay Prince in the feds. Read Uncle Jay explains why Wack is trying to line him up. Tell him. Kojak, I don't know about Batman. Kojak, I know nothing about Batman. I know nothing about Batman. But guys, like I said, if you just get into my live, and you've never been in here, some more info so you know who you're talking to. I'm ex-law enforcement. I am ex-law enforcement from age 17 to 30. Then I went to the streets, and I was a hell of a hustler because I knew what I shouldn't do from my previous employment. And it's something that caused me to get out of the streets. And I've been delivered by Lord Jesus Christ for the last 9 years. And I promise I will never touch no work again. And those of y'all, man, who are in my paid member section, you got another video coming, man. because I'm leaving the story over there, the testimony over there. So you guys know piece by piece who you're dealing with. So when I sit up and I talk about the law and stuff like that, understand, even though I was a cop, man, hey man, I was in the streets too. I was one of them cops that knew everything. That, you know, my uncle, one of my uncle was one of the most prominent D-boys in Las Vegas. Man, I've been riding in Benzes to high school. Remember the Benz 190? See, you got to be an old cat to know what the Benz 190 is. See, we used to ride to high school in the Benz 190 with the gold Nardi on it, right? With the kit and the Lorenzo in the Lorenzos. I've been riding Benzes. Stack, you preaching more than you shout. I'm not trying to shout. I just talk loud. I'm passionate. So I apologize if y'all think I'm yelling, but I'm just, man, it's Sunday. I woke up. It's beautiful. You know, I'm happy to be here. Can't wait to get to church. I love talking to y'all. So if I'm shouting, I'm sorry, guys. Don't mean to. Yeah. Yeah. So I always like to let you guys know who you're dealing with. And at the end of every one of my lives, at the very end of every one of my lives, I give you guys the option of getting a story from me, a true story. And that story can either be from when I was in law enforcement, it can be when I was in the streets, or it could be something spiritual. I let that choice be your guys's, but we ain't got to that point yet because we got 20 more minutes. Let me see. So big guy, is it true what Dad say? He said Snoop held back on music tracks. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Snoop, look, Snoop, I'm not going to say Snoop is a bad guy, but I want you guys to understand this. You got to understand when these guys came into the game being so young and eager, remember, they signing these contracts. They not reading it. Half these dudes can't read. You know, you know, the business portion wasn't taken care of. You know, like the way I could break this down right now is you could start a business. You could go get yourself 100 t-shirts right now and go say, I got a business. I got a t-shirt business. Well, that's one way you can get money for that. Or you can start yourself. See, and this is another thing I do, guys. I specialize in finances. Or you can build yourself a trust, a revocable trust, put your assets in your trust, including your LLC, get your EIN, get your business credit, get your business bank account with your trust, and go secure the bag to run your business. See, same outcome, but this is done professionally. So when people signing these contracts, all they knowing is, oh man, I'm gonna get, man, I got a couple dollars. You know, you young, you don't know what you signing. You don't know that you don't know what a 360 deal is. You don't know what they sticking it up your butt. You don't realize that as you sit here writing all these songs, that you should have some paperwork behind it so that you get your publishing. No, Snoop didn't even know that. So that's why a lot of these people are getting screwed. And yes, right now, as we speak, they're trying to screw Daz, and Snoop is involved in it. They're trying to screw Daz out of his publishing. And I'm going to make a video about that, guys. Hell yeah. Who was Johnny Binder? They said that Johnny Binder, when Jay worked for... Oh, check this out. Listen. I'm going to tell you who Johnny Binder is. Johnny Binder, it is funny you said that. Yeah, man, you must know me or know somebody that know me. Let me tell you who Johnny Binder is. I know somebody who was in the feds with him, okay? I know somebody who was in the feds with him. And it wasn't that he was selling cars. He was using cars to move his product. Do you understand what I'm saying? This gentleman now, when my people encountered this man in Bloody Beaumont in the feds, they were he has life. And all he has to do to get out is go tell on Jay Prince. If he tell on Jay Prince today, he can be free. But he's not going to do that. I know that for a fact because he got caught in a car, one of Jay Prince's cars, loaded up. That's the way they used to move stuff back in the day. So yeah, he's a car salesman, but what was in the car? See, you got to dig this, man. Yeah, in Texas. The way you can get into contact with me, get on my IG. The IG is the same name. Look at the banner, bro. That's my business number. You can shoot me a text. The business number is there for a reason. Now, we're not going to have no long, if you need a consultation, you got to hit my Cash App for that. but we can get in contact and talk about things. My business number is sitting right there at the bottom. It's on the banner. That's my real live number, my business number. Ain't no fake shit around here. Should they have copyrighted these songs they wrote for themselves or artists before? Well, they should have gotten their signed a contract to get their publishing. Guys, I've learned more about the record business since this Diddy stuff been going on, but so what basically what these owners of these labels have been doing for years is they get this young dude in here, he ain't never had nothing. Man, write this song, write this hook. If you write any portion of a song, even a hook, you are entitled to publishing for that song, but they don't know that. So you got these dudes, they're young, they ain't never had nothing. They sit and write a little song, right? You drop them on $5,000-$10,000, they think they balling, but they not realizing, man, you just won a Grammy off that song. You just went platinum off that song. The song and their name is nowhere to be found, and they got a measly 5,000-10,000. And on the other side, the people, the record company owners, like the Puffs, the Shugs. Now, Jay Prince did his rappers right. He didn't take from his rappers. Birdman, he accidentally took from Lil Wayne. I'm not going to say he did it intentionally because I have been following Cash Money before they got their deal. I got every one of their CDs. I got every BG CD from BG's Story, which had Lil Wayne and BG, Chopper City in the Ghetto. It's All on You, Volume 1 and 2, Big Timers, Volume 1, Volume 2, Juvenile, Soldier Rags, Hot Boys, Get It How You Live. This is all before they got a deal, y'all. They didn't know about the business part. And so that's how people was getting screwed out of their publishing, people. Oh, did he? Okay. I didn't know he got Big Mike's publishing. I didn't know that. That's a new one for me. Thank you. Mike, what am I wrong about? Tell me what I'm wrong about, Brody. Hey, and I love your city. I love H-Town. Guys, and if you sound wrong about something, just tell me what it is, because man, I take constructive criticism. I do not have thin skin. I just go off the facts that I have. So I really like my audience to gain me up. That's why y'all look, if you need to get in contact with me, that is my number. That's my business number. Or you can get on my IG and inbox me. Reference what it is you want, whether it's some business or what have you. Bushwick Bill went on Howard Stern. Oh, yeah. Bushwick was that dude, man. DC in the house. I want to come to your city. Oh, yeah. Bushwick, See guys, let me see. They came to Big Mike house in the middle of the night. Wow, set the studio on fire. That's crazy. See, guys, man, I was on the Ghetto Boys. See, if you don't know it was two sets of Ghetto Boys, you're not that old. Because I go back to the Ghetto Boys before Willie D was it was two sets of Ghetto Boys. See, Willie D wasn't always there. Scarface wasn't always there. Bushwick Bill wasn't always there. It was a whole nother set of Ghetto Boys before there was the Ghetto Boys. Right on, Mike Jordan. Man, Big Mike was the shit out of New Orleans. I love that one song. What's that? Bourbons and Impalas? Bourbons and Impalas. Did you have info on how to set up an S Corp? Yup. I got the info on how to set your business up. And so to the fact to where you control everything but own nothing. This is what I do. But for that, you'll have to do a consultation with me. That's a paid consultation. I just don't give that out. But I tell you what, those financial consultations, I can tell you that if you get your pen and paper and from the game I give you, it's gonna be worth a whole lot more than what you're gonna pay me for a consultation. And remember, the information I give you on a consultation, you can always go sell it to the next person. Okay, but that's my thing. I'm into finances. And if you have not learned how to leverage your credit check, you better get on it. You don't need cash Skip the cash. Learn how to leverage these banks' money. You dig? Jay Prince is a real gangster. Terry Les, you know what? I appreciate you watching, and you homeless, bro. See, this is why I do super chats. See, so when I meet people, I can help people. Guys, I don't try to talk about what I do for people, but I have literally given people the shirt off my back. You know why? Because it's cold outside and I got heated seats. The number's right there on the banner. Look on my banner. My number and my Cash App is floating right around is going around my banner as we speak. Thank you. And I want you to keep God first. Keep God first. So now, is Jay working? Everybody else got football numbers, OG, but he's the only one. Do I believe Jay is working? Hell yeah. Do I believe he's working? Hell yeah. How would his president of Rock Nation, the Hispanic chick who got caught with 36 bricks, mind you, 36 of them, how would he get a pardon for her? You know, Jay has now, he just bought a house in the UK. He's moving to the UK. Blue Ivy is pregnant right now. Oh man, thank you for that. Hey, thanks for subscribing. Thank you for subscribing, new members. Thank you, new members. Thank you, new members. Thank you, new members. Thank you, new members. Thank you for trusting me to be a new member to my channel, for subscribing to the channel. Thank you. Thank you. Because, hey, check, and Jay Prince ain't never going to prison. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I made this channel to keep shit real. That's why I don't edit videos. I'm not going to have a fancy intro, outro video. No, I don't want that. I like to get straight to it, and I give you guys facts from my point of view. I've created my own niche. It ain't nobody else on YouTube that used to be a cop, that's ex-law enforcement, right? That's definitely as fly as I am, that was in the streets. Because here's the thing, man, when I jumped out the streets, and see, for my paid members, you already know, and I've told this story, man, I was moving everything except PCP at the end. One-stop shop, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You dig? And that's a whole nother lie, which I would love to tell y'all about. And I've been delivered by God for 9 years, and I would love to tell y'all how it happened. And so, no, I'm not proud of what I did in the streets, but I'm definitely proud of how I did it. You dig what I'm saying? Oh, definitely proud, because I knew how to move. I knew what I shouldn't do. So all I could do is bring y'all some real stories, which is what I have to do right now, because I'm coming to the end of this live, guys. I only got 8 minutes left. I got to get dressed for church. It's the end of this live. Do you guys want a story about the streets? Do you want a story from law enforcement, or do you want a spiritual story? It's your choice. I give you guys that choice before I get off my live. That's what I do at the end of all my lives. And y'all stay, man. Y'all stay, man. Look, if you have not liked the live, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. If you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, please. Because I like people that's active. I like to be active. This is why I got my number, man. I talk to I don't look at you as a subscriber. I look at you as family. I don't talk this much to my family. Hell yeah, it's coming out of Mexico. Man, it's coming out of Mexico. Look, and watch this. Just to pin your comment, peep this. Just to pin your comment, when Donald Trump got in office, man, the cartel flooded America with that Fetty Wap, y'all. They flooded it with the Fetty Wap when Trump closed the borders. Now, I ain't going to tell you how I know that, but they flooded America with that Fenty, with that Fetty Wap when the borders got closed. So now we got stories, spiritual, religion, spiritual. Okay, we're going to give a spiritual story. We're going to give a spiritual story. True story, y'all. Which one do I want to give? I'm going to give you the story. I'm going to give you guys this. Oh man, I got a new member. Thank you. Thank you. Man, I love you people subscribing to the channel. Thank you. I'm gonna give y'all a true spiritual story. I kind of told this before. My mother's been dead 15 years, guys. And I never lied to you. My mother has been dead 15 years. And when my mother died, we buried her 10 days after she passed away. Okay. My mother's phone was sitting on the island, like the island in the kitchen, dead. The battery has been dead for a week by the time we go to bury my mother, the day of my mother's funeral. And if I'm lying, I'm dying. If I'm lying, I'll get my dad on here one day and tell this whole story. So I'm sitting at my father's house. I'm waiting on the limo to come pick us up. Because I'm gonna tell you, because this is the day I got saved. This is the day I decided to get saved, guys. This is the day I got saved. All glory due to God. So we're waiting on the limo to come pick us up to take me to my mother's funeral. Her phone is dead. It is completely dead. I'm sitting there, right? My phone starts to vibrate. It says, mama, mama, mama. My phone is vibrating. It says, mama, 702-366-5353. That was her number. Mama, 702-366-5353. I showed my dad. I said, look. It was a house full of people, but he's the only one I showed. I said, look. And he said, your mama trying to tell you she okay. He said, your mama trying to tell you that she's okay and you gonna be all right. That day, that was the day I got saved. That wasn't the day I got baptized, but that was the day I got saved. And I often wonder, people, what would have happened if I would have answered that phone? What would have happened if I would have answered that phone, y'all? Okay, Treese, tap in. I like, if you're in Vegas, tap into. Here's the business number up there, Treese. There's the business number. Or you can tap into my IG. If you're in Las Vegas, I want to tap in with everybody if you're from Vegas. Because it might be some content. You might be on my show. We might do anything. But what if I would have answered that phone, y'all? Tell me what y'all think would have happened if I would have picked that phone up. And I got a call from my mother from the grave. I mean, the phone vibrated and it said, mama, 702-366-5353. I showed my dad. I said, look. And he started smiling. He said, your mama telling you that she okay and it's going to be all right. I got saved, y'all. It broke me down to my knees. I didn't even cry at my mother's funeral because I was that comfortable when I got a call from my mother from the grave. And since my mother's been gone, just to keep it a buck with you, I've only seen my mother twice in a dream. One time I was on like a merry-go-round, and it was, as the merry-go-round was going around, my mother was sitting there, standing there, and she waved at me and smiled. And in another dream, I had a bad dream, and I was calling for my mother to help me, and she just wouldn't talk to me. She would just smile. Hell yeah, I got chills. Why didn't I answer? I was scared. You got to think about that. James, hell yeah, I got the chills. Guys, I don't want to seem all crazy and weird on y'all, but I am a chosen one. My discernment is through this roof. I'm a chosen one. That's what that 7 represents. 7 represents completion, God's favorite number. But that has always been my favorite number through life. I did not know that was God's favorite number until guess how long ago? 7 years. 7 is Mickey Mantle's number. When I played baseball, that was my number always coming up as a kid playing baseball, Little League baseball. 7s. Man, I love you too, Deborah. I love every one of y'all for listening. So I'm a Christian. Do I know about the whole to hell story? No, I don't, Donnelly, but I would love to hear about it. You guys got my information. You got the Instagram is the same. See, I'm approachable. You can talk to me. Now, I'm not going to get on the phone for 2-3 hours, but you guys can hit me up. See, this is an interactive channel. If you need a consultation, if you need financial help, if you need help with fitness, if you need to talk, sometimes people just need to talk. And everything is purely confidential, people. Purely confidential. God is good. Vegas in the house, baby. See number 7. Watch this. The urban. See 7 now. My path number, my life path number, I'm a 9. When we get into numerology, I'm a 9. That's a whole nother story. But guys, if you have not liked this live yet, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. Share this live. If you have not subscribed to the channel, Jesus Christ is the Lord Savior. Subscribe to the channel. And if your son is a 9, hey man, he got some good things coming in his life, because it's that time. It's been an hour and a half. I gotta go to church, y'all. I have to go to service. So guys, I want you guys to be blessed. I want you to make sure that God has his hands wrapped around you, and he blesses you with his traveling grace as you go throughout all your destinations, man. God bless you and all your family. I love each and every one of y'all, man. I appreciate the good energy. I appreciate the not trolling, and be looking for my next live, because it just might be today. But other than that, be blessed. Don't ever get stressed. Make sure you never get finessed, and get plenty of rest. And keep God first and stay out of trouble. Church.